Hello everyone and welcome back to the 3T Path channel. My name is Giridhari and this is the last of our three-part series on the 26 divine qualities that Krishna teaches to Arjuna in the beginning of the 16th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. These 26 qualities are amazing. Each one of them can transform your life, and when you practice the 26 of them, your life becomes completely different. You completely change your destiny. You change your whole life, the way you go through life, by cultivating these 26 qualities. So now, we're going to look at, in this video, we're going to see the last 9 qualities of the list. And of course, if you want to see the other 2, just check out the description of the video here, and you'll find the link to those 2 classes. So the first one we're going to see today is gentleness. And this is such an easy one. Just be gentle, be kind. It's such a simple thing. If the whole world just practiced this one quality, what an amazing world we would have. Do you agree? Just one of these qualities, if everybody was just gentle. Gentleness is free. Everyone can practice it. We don't have to be all mean and bad-tempered. There's no need for that. When you practice gentleness, you feel better because it's a calming state to be in. So you feel calm, you feel better, you can think more clearly. And those who come in contact with you greatly appreciate your gentle nature. Whether they know it or not, your gentleness is helping them calm down, feel better, think more clearly. So it just spreads out this wave of goodness, of clarity of mind, of peace. Such a simple thing, and everyone can do it. If you're angry about something, if you're not happy about something, deal with that in your own time. Take some time to stop and do your introspection and say, okay, I'm disturbed because of this event. I'm worried about that other thing. Just process that in your own time, in your own way. Deal with that. Don't just keep spitting it out onto other people. Don't just make other people pay for the fact that you haven't worked out your issues. You work out your issues in your time, do your thing, and with everybody else, you treat them with kindness. You be gentle with them. Second point, modesty. Now, we're also going to mention at the end of this class, free of arrogance, so they kind of go together. So modesty, the idea of modesty is that you just don't think of yourself as being so amazing. You know, just do your best, and that's all. You know, you don't have to like, oh, but I'm so incredible, I'm so good at this, you know, I'm so whatever rich or beautiful or clever, or I have so much ability in this field. Just, there's no need for that. When you have a lot of pride, this kind of pride just blocks you from getting better. Being modest allows you to grow, allows you to be, because if you're already like the best, I am so good, I'm so amazing, what happens? There's no room for improvement. You can't get any better because you're already the best, right? You're already so full of yourself, there's no room. When you're feeling so full of yourself, there's no chance to learn anything. Because how can I learn anything? Because I'm so good. Wow, what are you going to show me? What are you going to teach me? Because I'm so important, I'm so incredible, I'm so intelligent, I'm so good. So there's no room for growth. So then you stagnate your growth. So you get agitated, you're feeling like it creates like an agitation of the mind. All these qualities, they have this yogic perspective of just agitating your mind. We don't want an agitated mind. We want a powerful, calm mind. Because then we can do things and see things clearly. When your mind gets agitated, then you start not seeing things clearly. So you start making mistakes, you start generating confusion, and your life spirals down. So modesty allows you to keep the fervor of your mind down, Keeps you calm, so then you can see things, you can learn, you can understand, you can grow, because you're not so full of yourself. 3, determination. And we're going to see 2 words here in this 9-word list today. Determination and resolve. And they go together, but they're a little different. So determination is just that persistent effort. And this, of course, is like a cornerstone of yoga. Even if you're just doing, asanas, effort, it's always there. But of course, if you're doing the full path of yoga, the path of Bhagavad Gita, the 3T path, so much determination is necessary. Because it takes determination to advance in anything. If you want to play a sport, if you want to do a video game well, if you want to do, paint, hobby, like whatever, it will take determination, right? If you want to be a good singer, instrument, you can't think of a single thing that you will do well without determination. You can't even keep good relationships without determination. That's why you do the whole vows and the marriage I have for the rest of my life. Because that's just to give you determination to stick through it, to keep working on it. So determination, of course, is key to anything you do well in life, and especially in this path of self-improvement, self-realization. There's so much to work on. We work on because we're working on our whole selves. So we're working on all the different aspects of ourselves. So you're going to have determination on what you eat and how you take care of your body and sleep. You're going to have determination on your meditation, on your studies, so many things. And then great things you will conquer if you maintain this determination. For example, in the 3T path, the 3 T's are the 3 practices I recommend on a daily basis. And one of them, for example, is study. 10 minutes of study, just 10 minutes of this, watching a video, reading one of the books, just 10 minutes studying something, cultivating transcendental knowledge. 10 minutes. It's not much. But if you do 10 minutes every day with determination, it's amazing what you will accomplish. Like after a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, wow, just in a matter of just 2 years, you'll be so advanced, so much change will have occurred, your mind will have expanded so much. Amazing, just because you had the determination. We saw that as one of the other 26 qualities. This consistent effort in jnana yoga, Krishna mentioned, just specifically on this topic of study, just consistent. You have to, it's not, oh yeah, I studied, I watched one thing. No, you have to be consistent, determination. So very important, determination is there for everything, for meditation, all the 3 T's of the 3T path, all the practices, you need determination. Krishna talks about determination in Bhagavad Gita, Patanjali emphasizes it in the Yoga Sutras. It's absolutely unavoidable if you want to have a better life. 4, vigor. You have to put energy into things. Sometimes people think the spiritual life is all about I'm just going to be here quiet in my little corner. But no, it's vigor. You got to have energy. Look at Arjuna. Look who's hearing these 26 qualities. Arjuna in a battlefield, great general. Arjuna is full of vigor. He's a great, powerful warrior. So he's absolutely full of vigor. So that's what you need. You need to be full of vigor for life because it takes a lot of energy. It's hard work. Life is hard work. It's hard work being a father, being a mother, being an employee, being a businessman, being a community member. It's hard work. It's hard work taking care of your body. Maybe you're very young and you think it's easy, but soon you'll find out it's not. It's hard work. You have to eat the proper things and exercise and sleep and avoid this and do that and don't do this and just to take care of your body. And then there's relationships. They're all hard work. Marriages and dealing with children, with parents, it's all hard work. So it So how are you going to maintain that? Vigor. You need energy. And that's why we're actually doing the taking care of the body, so you can have vigor. That's why one of the qualities we studied in the first class was cultivation of sattva guna, where one of the things is the natural dharma of taking care of your body, of eating well, sleeping, exercising, so you can have more vigor. Because there's so much work to this, so you need energy to keep doing your self-improvement and your self-realization. So vigor, very important. 5, forgiveness. Now, forgiveness is essential because we will be hurt. This is the nature of this world. I mean, look at your own life. Be honest with yourself. Look at your own consciousness. You're no saint. You've committed errors. You've hurt people. So you've done things that have caused trouble to other people. And so that's what it is. This is the world. We're all suffering the influence of material life. It's a heavy influence. Life will pull you down. The natural state of life is to pull you down. If you're not attentive, if you're not conscious of your mind, if you're not an observer, if you're not constantly working on your, yogi, like trying to be a good person, trying to avoid doing the wrong things, just focusing on the right things, that constant effort, if you don't do that, the energy will pull you down. Gravity is pulling you down. The material influence will make you do stupid things. So people will naturally gravitate towards violence and stealing and lying and being mean and grumpy and untruthful and arrogant, angry. That's just like the natural. That's what material life is pulling you towards. So you have to have this constant effort to live these 26 qualities. But people won't do that. Because as you haven't been able to do that your whole life, other people won't do that. And other people will try even less. So naturally, you'll be there when somebody else is losing it. You'll be there when somebody else is lying, cheating, hurting, stealing. You're just going to be there. It's not personal. It's, it's just like you're the person who were, in the wrong place at the wrong time. And we know it's all the law of karma. So we understand that yes, in the past lives, I have definitely done these things, and now it's coming back to me, and it's not personal. It's just like, I'm just gonna have to learn from this. It's part of the package. You're here. You're in the material world. Krishna says this is an ocean of misery. So if you're here in this ocean of misery, should you expect misery? Yeah. That's where you are. So it's going to come. So it's going to come anyway. You're not going to avoid it because of your past karma, because you're just in a place which is called an ocean of misery. So you're going to suffer. So where does forgiveness come in? Well, you suffered, right? You had to get it. It was just like, okay, it's fine. But now, if you don't forgive, you will keep suffering. So forgiveness is putting the trash out. That hurt, that thing that happened which is hurting you, that was a lie, stealing, and pain, and violence, that's just like some bad stuff. That's some toxic waste that now is inside you. And when you forgive, you're putting that waste out. You're removing the trash from inside you, so it doesn't keep hurting you. So it's for your sake. Sometimes people think that if they forgive, they're like doing something nice to the person who caused their grievances. So they won't do it. Yeah, I'll do it. You lied to me, so I won't forgive you. I'll keep suffering, the pain of your lies to get back at you. Well, you're not getting back at the person. You're just the one suffering. It's not doing that person any harm. It's doing you all the harm. So it's like you're drinking poison to hurt the other person. Not intelligent. So you put it out, you forgive, you get the trash out of your life. Forget, you don't want that stuff. Of course, you learn from it. It's like, oh, that person's a liar. I'm not going to trust that person again. But you forgive, so you don't carry it inside you. Very important. Forgiveness. Number 6, resolve. So we talked about determination. Determination is consistent effort. Resolve is similar, but resolve means a deep commitment. So you have a deep commitment, you're finding solutions, and you're sticking with your objectives. You have objectives, and sometimes you have to find a solution to attain that objective, but you have a deep commitment to sticking to that thing. That's resolve. So again, in our path of self-improvement, self-realization, we have all these different commitments. We want to stick with these 26 qualities. We want to practice the other things Krishna teaches in Bhagavad Gita. We're working on our lifestyle, on our minds, on our meditation, and we're working on so many things. So you need resolve, because sometimes you can't do it one way, you have to do it another way. You can't do this, you have to do it that way. So you need to stick with it. You need to have this deep commitment to your self-improvement, to your self-realization, to performing your dharmas nicely. So you stick with it, and you figure out how to do it. You adjust it, but you don't give up on it. You have fixed resolve. Very important. Number 7, saucam, cleanliness. I'm leaving the Sanskrit here, saucam, because it's a word that pops up all over the place in the yoga literature, saucam. It's right there, the first item in the niyamas. When you read the Yoga Sutras, Krishna mentions saucam, in different places. Saucam always pops up, cleanliness. And it's really, sometimes we like translating it as purity. So it's also like a general sense of purity. But it's actually just cleanliness, really, cleaning your body, clean clothes, cleaning your house, cleaning your kitchen, your bathroom. It really is cleanliness. Because this cleanliness brings in sattva. It's one of the components of the sattvic lifestyle. And cleanliness and sattva, what they do is that they bring you peace. They bring you this state of higher consciousness. So you can think more clearly. You can see things better because things are cleaner. It really works that way. Saucam brings this influence. You've experienced this nice feeling when you get home you've been out all day and you take a nice shower. That feeling when everything is just nice and clean and organized, and also just a clean environment. Very nice. It just calms you down. And so saucam is always there in the list, and we have to work on that. Make sure people sometimes kind of don't do that in their house, but you should keep, if you live alone, doesn't matter, keep your house nice and clean, your bathroom clean, your kitchen clean. When you cook, when you eat, cleanliness, you keep your kitchen clean as you cook, everything organized. It's a very beautiful way to bring peace and clarity of mind. Very important. Number 8, free of aggression. Now, aggression is a quality of the opposite of sattva guna, which is tama guna. So an aggression is an unnecessary violence that you create. You're creating a more difficult situation for those around you with aggression. Of course, you have practices, you're a policeman, a military person, the security, self-defense. You might need to use aggression in that sense. So that's a specific use of aggression, which is different. Here it's aggression in the sense of that gratuitous aggression, which is what we see all the time, right? It's the opposite of the gentleness we started the class with, where people are just rude and mean. It's just that unnecessary level of aggression, of just trolling people on the internet, just being mean. Why? It's bad for you. It's bad for the person who's performing it, because to get to that level of aggression, your consciousness is low. It has to get low. It has to get muddled. It's in a muddled low consciousness that you perform aggression towards an innocent person. Again, it's different from when you're like you're a professional fighter, soldier, military person, policeman, and then you're using aggression, but you're not using it because you're like cranky or just being mean. You're using it because it's an instrument of your trade. It's different. It's like the difference between ahimsa and just violence. So like when you're practicing non-violence, it means that you're not being violent unnecessarily for low purposes. But if you're using violence, again, in a police, military situation where you have to use it, it's not breaking ahimsa. So same thing with aggression. So there's no room for aggression. If you're trying to become a better person, why would you make the world worse? Krishna always talks about this in Bhagavad Gita. What are you doing to the world? Like, be good to the world, be kind to the world, be a friend to all living beings. He uses this expression. So we should be, and not just humans, all beings. This means like being ecological, being kind to animals and plants as well. And of course, that's why we don't eat them, because it's not very kind to, eat people. You don't want to eat someone, and you can't be kind and eat someone at the same time. So that's why we don't eat them as well. So be kind. So non-aggression, free of aggression. And lastly, 9, free of arrogance. So not expecting honor. Now, this is a good trick that I recommend to my students. Why do we feel like, oh yeah, I'm so good, I should be honored? Because you're doing something well, right? It's like you did something well, you had some power, you had money, intelligence, beauty, ability, something like you did well, so then people expect to be, recognized. Instead, since we talked about modesty in the beginning of the class, instead of being recognized and receiving honors, expecting honors, why don't you just be grateful? You can convert in your mind pride to gratitude. You can exchange them. You just go there in your mind and you exchange it. Here's some pride, give me gratitude instead. So it's available for trade in your mind at any time. Whenever you feel proud of something, instead feel grateful. Why? Because we understand that in the concept of the Bhagavad Gita, the concept of Ishvara, of God, in the Vedas, everything comes from God. All the qualities come from what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. I am the strength of the strong. I'm the intelligence of the intelligent. I'm the renunciation of the renunciate. So everything, even your ability to be renounced, to be strong, to be intelligent, beauty, all these qualities are coming from Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Not just things come from Krishna, not just the sun and the stars and the earth and your body, not just the things, but the qualities as well. Krishna is the reservoir of all the qualities. So if anybody has intelligence, they got it from Krishna. If anybody has beauty, they got it from Krishna. If anybody has power, they got it from Krishna. Krishna tells Arjuna, look Arjuna, don't go asking the demigods for anything. Ask directly from me, because I gave them everything. So even like a great powerful demigod, the god of the sun, of the moon, of the oceans, Aquaman, they got their power from Krishna. So why would you ask them? Ask Krishna for it instead. So there's no room, there's no need to expect honor, so that we can be therefore free of arrogance. Because again, arrogance is one of those things that agitates the mind. All these qualities, you see, they will do the opposite of agitating your mind. They will calm your mind down. And when you're free of arrogance, you're allowed to see things more clearly, to do the best that you can do, to be the best version of yourself. And people will appreciate that, and so you'll be even better for you if you want people to, you expect honors, you want people to appreciate you. People appreciate you more if you don't expect honors, if you're free of arrogance. Anyway, so those are the 26 qualities. Let me know what you thought of this series are these. I love these 26 qualities. They're absolutely wonderful. You can keep going back to them. I hope you come back to these videos because it's like, oh, wait a second, this one I need to work on. Oh, I'd forgotten about this one. You know, and then you can look at these 26 qualities, and each one of them are transformative. They're wonderful qualities to cultivate. It just makes your life better and better. So that's it for now. Have your rest of your day with lots of peace and lots of love.